7/5/2018.
We're not doing
12.
So well.
All right.
Retreat.
Yeah, YouTube is coming up saying it's good again. Right, let's play that feckin' jingle again.
Do you want me to go back to main camera?
Yeah.
Mics, check. Music cued, check. Presenters ready. Well, 2 out of 3's not bad. This is TigerTails Radio.
And maybe it'll work this time. Hello!
Yay.
Fucking YouTube. The day we can get away with not having to go to YouTube, it'll be a better day, I swear.
Yes,
It never seems to work properly. But yes, welcome to TigerTails Radio. Once again, I'm TK. You can see the hand waving over here. You can see the tubs, you can see the echo, and somewhere in the internet land there is the Xavier.
Hello.
And it's worked this time. Hurrah! Yeah, YouTubers are coming up saying, oh no, it's bad, we're not going to stream. Will you just fucking stream, please? No, but I want to. Fuck you!
Sounds about right for YouTube.
Sounds about right.
Well, seeing as they're desperately trying to break out of their space of being, you know, for content creators who like creating homemade content, they're doing a damn good job of destroying their streaming capability, destroying their
platform
creator capability, and promoting people who aren't content creators on their, what is it, new live TV, or what is it, TV service? Because, hey, Will Smith's a content creator.
Really?
He's doing a new series for whatever it is, TV.
Fuck's sake.
He just needs
The
to
only
stop.
guys announced on this was the Slow-Mo guys, who were given a new series on this thing. They were the only guys out of the content creator.
God damn it. I fucking hate
Yeah.
YouTube sometimes.
Good old YouTube.
Sometimes.
Go back to the good old days we just used to have the shoutcast stream and that was it.
Yeah.
If I look on the preview page thing, an error has occurred. None of the fucking links work. I've no idea if the chat works. Let's see if the chat works. No, everything's just refreshing. It's gone to Facebook. Why has it gone to Facebook? Fuck off.
Is that the
Sounds like
website or YouTube?
YouTube's just a piece of shit. Test. Hey, I don't know if that works.
Yeah, you're there.
Oh good. So at least Sonic works. But the public view and the preview view, they're just there. They're just gone. Forget it. I'll try refreshing, see if that does anything. Probably not. It's like, is this gonna work? Well, it says the stream is good, I suppose. That's always a good sign.
Well, we just
It's
need
always
somebody
nice
to
that they
tell
give me
us whether it's working or not.
tooltips. It's like, hey, here's this new feature. I've been using it for over a year. Yeah, that new feature.
Well, Gray has messaged
Well,
saying
the
that
private-
they can see us.
Oh good. Well, the private view's disappeared from my after refreshing, so.
Oh, you've forgiven me.
And the public view is still broken. Yay, YouTube!
No wonder so many content creators that I follow have just migrated
Twitch.
to Twitch.
Let's just go to Twitch. Fuck it. We're not allowed on Twitch. We play too much music. But let's just go to Twitch.
They're getting to the point where they may potentially be able to offer the same service YouTube does, and at that point, I'm guessing every single, because we're not the only talk show that exists out there. There's plenty that do it, but they've got bigger backing to get like all of the music and the permissions.
Yeah, they got money.
They're going to just flock the moment they go, oh yeah, you know that thing YouTube offers by having a library of music that isn't just, you know, heavy metal. Yeah, we've got that as well.
And
everyone
will go, bye YouTube, you were fun!
Everyone will, because they are offering videos on demand. They're offering live streams. I'm catching up with stuff on there as much as I am on YouTube, and I'm watching more stuff on Twitch than I am on YouTube. So it's like, they're not doing a good job to keep hold of this target market, you know, me.
Susan Wadisky is really wrecking this platform. She needs to go, basically. The sooner she goes, the better.
Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen because they're going to go mainstream.
Yeah.
And go, look at us, aren't we so great?
But look,
and then
we've got the Tonight Show and John Oliver. That's popular, right? That's you know, that's what YouTube is all about.
What on the
seriously,
thing it was,
they are doing that.
What, the thing it was founded on?
Yeah.
Yeah. Forget being a content creator. If you are mainstream news, mainstream TV, mainstream celebrity, you will get a pass. Everyone else will have to do what PewDiePie, what Jacksepticeye, what so many other people have done, including Logan Paul, is done, which is work every day of a year, and I mean work every day of a year, to put a video up every day of a year to actually get noticed.
Yep.
Yeah, but now since Logan Paul can't actually make money off YouTube, he's moved on to Twitch.
Yeah, where he can make
True.
money.
Yeah, because he's now
Well, he does
becoming a
make money,
game
yeah.
content creator because, you know, people want to watch that idiot make more videos.
Apparently.
Well, I'd like to
Why?
point out that that's pretty much what everybody on Twitch does, so, you know.
No, but I mean, like, him specifically being the type of person he is.
Yeah, true. But then people follow him for that, that's the thing.
Yeah. But there are much better people out there to watch.
So now we've spent 10 minutes just ranting about the...
About how
Not
useless
quite.
YouTube is, yeah.
Not quite, because we didn't actually have the stream up properly.
Well, we
Yeah.
didn't. We started the show on time.
Yeah, and we were whinging because of that.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
just YouTube decided they didn't want to play ball. But the audio version, the Shoutcast version, is fine. And those lovely people listening on Shoutcast, congratulations. Although you can't see what's going on, you get the superior experience. You can just hit echo vaping.
Inhaling
Move
like
yourself
that.
away from the mic when you vape.
It's
Okay.
easier said than done.
Yeah.
But we can barely hear echo to
Air,
start with. so-
belly air, Echo,
Belly
belly
air.
air.
Earlier.
Barely air. Barely air.
Alright.
I'll up their mics slightly.
Yeah.
That'll do the trick.
Dear me, so how is everyone?
Hot.
Very hot, yeah.
Extremely hot.
We got the window open. We've had to turn the fan off because all we could hear was the fan in the background, which
I
is
may
very
end up
annoying.
napping halfway through.
Yeah. We had a nice weekend though, which was very pleasant.
Awesome. So do you want to start how your week was then, Teeks?
My week was starting full of work, and then it stopped being full of work, and started being at home again, being ill, because I had leg pain throughout the last weekend and the start of last week, and I thought I'd pulled a muscle, as you do, except it got progressively worse. And pulled muscles generally don't get progressively worse; they generally start bad and get progressively better. So on Wednesday, I went down to the walking centre in the pouring rain, and was like, "Look, what's the deal here?" And they poked, prodded, got a test. It's like, "Yep, it looks like it's symptoms of sciatica." And I was like,
Ow!
"Wonderful! Just what I wanted. Literally 3 weeks after passing a kidney stone." It's like, "Hey, you've had a kidney stone. Now have sciatica. What else can go fucking wrong? Collect the set." I don't know.
Oh.
2018 is the year I fall apart. It's official.
To be fair though, it could have been worse timed. It could have happened like when we were due to go to Wales or something like that, then
Yes, I'd have been very upset.
yes.
Although I've been given some, well, I've nearly finished my dose of code Rydamol, which is very nice, and I've been given some diazepam, which has been helping.
Yay!
Yeah,
It's great when you know vaguely the medical industry and know what these terms mean. Yay!
diazepam was good. It's certainly helping with the muscle.
I'm sure it's helping with a lot of other things too.
Well, I did it like a mood thing as well.
No, he's not referring towards that. He's being
it's-
completely rude. And
No, I'm not.
inappropriate.
No. But I'm right in thinking it's the actual name of Valium though, isn't it?
Pete, you're the medical expert.
Diazepam.
Diazepam is a relaxant, if I
Yeah, it's a
recall, and I wouldn't
muscle
say I'm a
relaxant.
medical person.
It's
Yeah.
a muscle relaxant.
Yes. Let me go.
Let's go diazepam side effects, because
He's
that's
good.
always memory problems, drowsiness, dizziness, feeling restless or irritable, muscle weakness, nausea, constipation, drooling or dry mouth, blurred vision. So how do we tell if TK has any of these symptoms?
We don't know.
Well, I've been a lot more drowsy, that's for sure. I've certainly been nodding off a lot more than usual. Because the code Rydamol also gives you drowsiness as well. So it's like a double bill of medicine that is going
Yeah.
to send you the fuck to sleep.
First marketed as Valium.
Yeah. I went to work on. I went to go to work on Friday, and said basically I can work, but these are my list of demands. And they were like, "You may not realise this, but you're slurring your speech, and you don't look well at all. Fuck off. We don't want you here today."
To which TK said, right one!
I was like, "Okay, bye."
Although he
I'm
was very
fit, I
upset.
can work!
He was very upset they didn't get to give them his quiz.
Yeah,
Oh,
I made
no.
because I was also going to be quizmaster on that day, and I'd made quizzes, but someone had beaten me to it because they thought I wasn't going to be in, and then I wasn't in because they sent me home. So. But it's fine, I don't mind because apparently my quizzes will be done next week instead.
When you're alive.
Yeah, when I'm slightly more alive.
So we'll move
mornings,
away from...
the
okay,
mornings
carry
are the
on.
hardest. Waking up in the morning is like I just want to chop my leg off because I think that'll be less painful. But as the day goes on, and the diazepam kicks in and everything, it gets a lot easier. Why are you two smirking about everything?
I'm laughing at him because he is being super inappropriate with what you're saying. Here you are, falling apart and dying, and he's here laughing at you.
I know, it's just not very polite, is it? Mind you, while we're here, hello to Gray and Southpaw, who are in channel, saying hi. And Gray's got his kilt, and he's also got Cut Against Humanity as well. Awesome. Also available on the server are Dante the Jedi, Kai, and Severed Skin, and Tangent Fox, who are also floating about in there as well. Whether or not they're listening, we don't know, but they're there, so we can say hi. But yes, I'm falling apart at the seams. The weekend was lovely, though. I had Tubbs over for the weekend. We had very fun times.
Behave you.
Shut the fucking hell, Echo. I'm just going to put like a censored bar over your face.
Probably
Nothing
for the best.
like that, okay?
Uh-huh.
No, he's not too interested at the moment either, is he? He's sat on his phone.
Yeah, it's out of space. Just
No,
not
no,
paying
no, I'm
attention.
catching up on Discord because I hadn't opened it yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm not open
Yeah.
it either, to be fair.
So, no, but just... So, yeah, I've got Discord here in front of me. I've also got the YouTube stats, because the fucking feed doesn't work too well, so I just look at the stats instead. Because useless. YouTube is useless. Grumble, grumble. But, no, we went out and about. On the Saturday, we went out to...
Ashurst
Ashurst, thank you, yep.
Yes,
And had a meal at the Happy Cheese.
we did.
And then on Sunday, we went down to Eastleigh and went to a pub, the name of which I can't remember. The Railway something or other.
Wagon Works.
The Wagon Works, that was it. Which is a Spoons down at Eastleigh, which was quite tasty. We managed to pop another couple of stations. We've now managed to tag Eastleigh, and we've also managed to tag Southampton Airport Parkway. So we've got them added to the collection. And then today was a very lazy day. Mostly spent sleeping.
Yes. Kept falling asleep.
Yeah, somebody kept falling asleep.
I
Laying
can't help it. In this weather, if I overheat, because I'm already naturally, like, higher temperature in body.
And dozy.
Not dozy. Throw stuff at you in a minute. But I just naturally just need to fall asleep so I can sweat it out.
And so yes, there was sleeping. There was much sleeping.
If you just behave. Stop laughing at everything we say.
Look, do you want us to say big fat hairy Willy? Will that help you?
Well, that'll just
Right, okay.
put me
So
to
now
laughter. So how was Tubbs' week?
It was full of big fat hairy Willy, wasn't it, Echo?
so
And moving swiftly on.
I had a fairly difficult start to my work week, but it kind of eased out towards the end, which was quite nice.
Was that because the big fat hairy Willy went away, Echo?
I think we just need to kick him off the show for today. He forgot it was even a show.
And he didn't get McDonald's.
Yeah, we've not eaten yet.
He even took our order and then didn't bring us McDonald's.
I'm
It's like,
absolutely starving.
how rude.
I'm gonna waste away
I
in
know.
this chair.
And now we just make him burst into fits of giggles by saying big fat hairy Willy, you know.
How was the weekend then, Tubbs, seeing as you spent it with TK?
It was really nice. It was a really nice time to actually just get out of my flat and stop being on my computer as a little loner. It's pretty
Yeah,
much-
I hear that's a good thing. Yeah.
supposedly.
I do it every now and
Yeah.
again. Well, we thought we'd take
You've been
advantage of the
moaning
nice
that
weather.
you want to go out in this weather, and I'm like, I'm dying of heat exhaustion. Stop. And
Right.
then this one over here just keeps laughing.
Gray in channel
The
says, I
entire weekend.
don't think there's been so much big fat hairy Willy before.
I don't know, ask Echo. He seems to know so much about this.
Echo.
Yeah?
Massive donkey dong. Wibbly wobbly timey wimey dongy wongy.
Right, so swiftly moving on. Echo, how was your week?
Right, so my week, well,
Has been
Oh.
attacked by the subscribe button.
yeah, apparently
Subscribe
that way up.
to the show, folks. Subscribe for more big fat
Quality.
hairy Willy.
Oh wait, just quickly, I did end up having to tidy the sofa because somebody fell asleep and moved everything on it.
Yes, was it Friday night?
Yes,
was
Friday
indeed
night. I
Friday
do
night.
have a picture.
We have we had an unexpected sleepover.
Yeah,
Because somebody
I should have given
crashed.
you that picture to post.
I could have thrown it on screen.
I
Actually,
know,
yeah.
you could have.
Yeah, never mind.
But anyway, so moving swiftly on, my week. So let's see, the like Monday
Naughtiness
to
at
Friday
work.
bit was kind of usual worky sort of stuff.
Not all of it. Not all of it, not from the stories you've been telling us.
Oh
Of a
yes,
certain work colleague.
a certain activity happened.
Yeah, we'll make you feel awkward now.
Yeah.
No, it's not awkward. It's not awkward at all.
Getting busy
But
in the
anyway,
toilet.
just work.
Is
stuff.
that more big fat hairy willy time?
It was definitely not hairy, that's for sure.
Oh, Christ.
So, so work Monday to Friday, and then the weekend. So Friday night I dragged this one back home with me from work, and then he came over here.
Yay!
Yeah, much to TK's pleasure apparently.
It was only because I was supposed to be meeting TK after he finished work.
but then I was kicked out of work.
Yeah,
so
basically. So I was just like, Echo, give me a lift.
Yeah,
I was a bit
this
more
is-
polite about
this
it.
is
taxi!
Yeah, this is basically how this rolls. Is he goes, "I'm coming home with you, aren't I?" Yes. Okay.
Not quite like that, but similar.
And
Moving
yeah,
on.
so what did I do Friday evening?
You came over here and you fell asleep.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that would be. That's about
You
right.
came over here, you
Yeah.
fell asleep, you woke up, I took a picture of you with your vape in your hand that you had there the entire night.
Well, of course I did. I wasn't going to let it go, was I? I mean, nicotine, sweet nicotine. But yeah, so Friday evening I came over and hung out with the guys. Then
We went
Saturday
back.
morning.
You went back for a little bit.
That's right, yeah. Saturday morning I went back for a bit and then came back here. Then we went out to Ashurst and went to the cheese. Then what did I do? Then Saturday evening. I don't really know what I did Saturday evening. Not an awful lot, I don't think.
Thrilling
Yeah.
life.
Huh?
Thrilling life.
There's somebody at the door.
There is somebody at the door.
Oh, it's landlord. I'm gonna get the rent ready.
Don't mind the show.
It's okay, we can
You carry on.
sort of continue. Go on, Echo.
Okay. So let's see. So yesterday I did lots of cleaning and tidying, fun stuff like that. Then today I have spent my entire day doing laundry. So
And forgot that it was a show night.
and yes, and I forgot it was a show night.
And then forgot dinner.
Yes.
I think you can see a rolling theme that I'm not particularly happy he forgot dinner.
Yeah, possibly slightly.
I'm hungry.
But I didn't so
Can't
much
help it.
forget dinner as I just sort of
Didn't bother.
No, I didn't have time
No,
to pick it
because
up.
he forgot it was a show night, he just completely wasted the entire day.
I didn't waste the entire day. I've been doing laundry all day. You've seen my house. It looks like a Chinese laundry at the moment.
I've seen your garden. I've not seen your house.
Wow, true.
So anyway, do we wait for TK so that you can tell us how your week has been, Xavier, or?
Oh, I can say my week because we're going to have to fill till he gets back
Yeah.
to the buttons, aren't we now?
It's just coming back in anyway. But
So my
wave
week-
to everybody, TK. We can actually see
My
you.
week, work has been busy because we're still short. We've got the whole lot of stuff going on because, as we've been mentioning a number of times, GPDR is coming. So yay, that's the thing.
Yes, that's fun fact.
P11Ds is now a thing. Hey. So all of the wonderful work stuff that's happening has been going on. Outside of that, it's mostly been filling time till the weekend, and trying not to spend too much money before the weekend and payday because we're now approaching May, June, so next holiday's booked.
Ah, very nice. Where are you going?
That's going to be down to the Steam place where we went to last time, TK. I can't remember. Near around there.
The Peyton Dartmouth Steam Railway.
Yeah, around that area because we're going to do a Steam trip and then a canal trip. It's a 4-day weekend kind of thing, but we'll probably need it because for some reason everything's getting busy again. Weekend, because it's a bank holiday weekend, not a lot was done. We did do a little bit of shopping. We saw the sun, chilled out at home, did a lot of laundry because lots and lots of sun, and mostly chilled. Really mostly chilled and watched a few DVDs and things. And I slept a lot because my sleeping pattern's been thrown out a little bit and I'm not entirely sure why.
Always fun. Trying to figure
Not
that out.
really. Not really.
I don't have a
Going-
sleeping pattern, so I can't really say
Going,
anything.
oh, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. I should be asleep.
I see. I say that at about 3 o'clock in the morning, and then I'm still up until about 5.
The pain. But yeah, that's pretty much been my week. I've got a few things that I'm looking forward to. And payday is the 15th, so it's not this weekend. It's just after this weekend. And I need to crack on with a few little bits and pieces for projects. So I'll probably be busy kicking around and doing stuff, as you do.
Fun times ahead.
Well, yeah, it's summer now, so it's suddenly a case of you've got no reason to stay indoors. You've got no
Exactly.
reason to not, do stuff.
Until next week when we have blizzards for no reason.
Oh, thunderstorm coming, yeah. But 15th
Oh, I
of
can't
May,
wait for that.
I will be seeing if any cinema has any free tickets for the Deadpool movie and going.
Oh, very nice.
Because Deadpool movie. But yeah, that's my week. So TK, can you be at the buttons?
1 second. He's posting a check. I say he's posting. He's
Okay, I
pinning
can
a check.
hand it to him when he comes.
Normally he's prepared. He has this shit put up on the boiler.
I know. Yeah, where it's currently stuck. There's
It's
usually
been a very different weekend for him. He's not been ready.
Who's that?
You.
Me? What's going on? Wow.
Well, Xavier was saying that normally you're really super prepared and it's there like days before he's due to come collect it and...
Well,
Yeah.
it's only the 7th today. He's only about the 15th, so
Oh, right.
he's early.
He's a bit ahead of schedule.
He's on time. He's not normally on
We,
time.
however,
He's
are a
normally
little
late.
bit late.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
we
fine.
are,
Right.
however, a little bit late.
So we've done
That's
the
fine.
catch-ups.
Cool. So
Everybody's good.
I guess it must be time for some music then, mustn't it?
Indeed.
Yes.
Hang on. I need to untangle some cables. Everything's falling over and dying. And I'd rather things didn't fall over and die. Or is that just me? So, the first song we have, all nice and ready. Since we can now play music, because that's one thing YouTube actually managed to bloody fix, we've managed to find some... Ooh, Gray says, perhaps a murder trivia party tonight. Maybe on the cards. May have already thought about that. But first, let's have some Savage Garden with Affirmation.
I believe the sun should never set upon an argument. I believe we place our happiness in other people's hands. I believe the junk food tastes so good because it's bad for you. I believe your parents did the best job they knew how to do. I believe that beauty magazines promote low self-esteem. I believe I'm loved when I'm completely by myself alone. I believe in karma, what you give is what you get returned. I believe you can appreciate real love till you've been burned. I believe the grass is no more greener on the other side. I believe you don't know what you've got until you say goodbye. I believe you can't control or choose your sexuality. I believe that trust is more important than monogamy. I believe your most attractive features are your heart and soul. I believe that family is worth more than money or gold. I believe the struggle for financial freedom is unfair. I believe the only one to disagree are millionaires. is the key to your unhappiness. I believe that wedded bliss negates the need to be undressed. I believe that God does not endorse TV evangelists. I believe in love surviving death into eternity. I believe in karma, what you give and what you get returned. I believe you can appreciate real love till you've been burned. I believe the grass is no more greener on the other side. I believe you don't know what you've got until you say goodbye. I believe in karma, what you give and what you get returned. I believe you can appreciate real love till you've been burned. I believe the grass is no more greener on the other side. I believe you don't know what you got until you say goodbye. Until you say goodbye. Oh no 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 no. No no no
News and a discussion topic. With this segment, Tiger Tales Radio surely spoils you. This is the news of the week.
Yep, it's the news time, which means Mr. Xavier gets to give us some headlines and things, and we get to talk all about it.
Yay! So, news at the moment, which surprised me,
Yeah.
although shouldn't do because it's coming up, is Eurovision news.
Yay! Eurovision's on Tuesday, and Thursday,
Yeah.
and Saturday.
Am I the only gay person that doesn't get excited about that?
Probably.
No,
Get out!
no, you're not.
I hadn't seen much news, but there's bits and pieces now cropping up. And apparently Australia has another entrance this year, which I hadn't exactly expected. And apparently it's the Australians' answer to Beyonce, who's entering Eurovision. So I'm thinking the Australians are taking Eurovision seriously.
I don't think they quite realise how they started. It's not how this works.
Well, to be fair, a bunch of countries pay a large amount of money to get in and automatically enter, whereas everyone else pay a little bit of money
Yeah, that's
and
very
have to fight over the tidbits
They have to qualify.
to win a competition that may bankrupt their country.
Yep.
Let's hope it does.
I want to see Australia win.
Oh, it's funny, if Australia do win, then they have to nominate a country to host on their behalf.
Australia!
Australia doesn't get to host it.
Boo.
That's hilarious. I was like, bring it in, we haven't won it since 1997, so we'll have it.
It's
And besides
so
which,
bad.
Australia, we own you still,
I
so...
was going to say, yeah, they're still in the Commonwealth, aren't they?
Yeah.
So,
Just about.
We're still in the Commonwealth, there.
yeah. Well, so the Lizzie might just decree that it has to be here.
I will declare, I say, that the Eurovision Song Contest will be here in Brexitania. Because that won't be ironic at all, will it, boys and girls?
This is Jessica Mauboy, Mauboy. I don't know if anyone's heard her
Mauboy.
stuff at all. She apparently came runner-up in another TV series in Australia that was taken from, good old Blighty, which was Australian Idol.
God.
So
course
she's
it
already
is.
come through the reality TV stuff. So she's going to be out there. I've not seen anything about any other countries announcing their stuff, but then I've not paid too much attention. But it's a little bit odd. This is the first thing I've seen of Eurovision that's kind of like gone. "Boo, ho." Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that it's kind of been under the radar. I'm wondering how political it's going to be.
As political as always.
Yeah, but we'll see, because I can't even remember where it's going this year.
You're sat in front of the internet.
Yes, but I also
Google is
watched
a
last
wonderful
year's. He says I'm sat in front of the internet. Everyone else is.
Would you like me to Google it for you?
Lisbon,
Oh, is it Lisbon this year?
Portugal.
Yeah.
Yes.
That'd be really nice then.
Yeah, looks really nice.
Oh, wait, actually I should know that because last year, roughly about the same time actually, that Eurovision was starting, I actually met one of the people who does all of the bloody interviews and stuff in Brighton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was there for one of the, what was it? It was whoever it was that was trying to fight for the spot for our
Oh yeah.
Eurovision contest thing, and he was over here for that, so met him in a little burger joint.
Oh, nice.
So that was random.
Well, it looks like Australia's in the second semi-final to get through. Semi-final.
Yeah, so that'll be the Thursday show.
Because we like being confusing before the grand final,
On Saturday.
which already has Germany, France, Italy, Spain, United Kingdom and Portugal, because 5 of those countries spend a lot of money on this, and one of which won last year.
Yeah, Portugal won last year. The rest of us are the big 5, and so we automatically qualify because without our money, there is no Eurovision Song Contest.
Yay! Moving
Yeah, just wait until
on.
we leave.
Yeah, let's see if that happens. Moving on.
See, it's not going to be affected by Brexit. The Eurovision Song Contest and the European Broadcasting Union are completely independent of any political movement, and
Oh,
therefore,
good.
even if we Brexit properly and fully, we can still take part in Eurovision.
Fair enough.
I want to see Britain win and then force everyone to come in the year after Brexit.
Oh, that would be
And
absolutely
here we
great.
are in England, now formerly a member of the E EU.
Free movement of people to get all your people over? Not anymore.
Watch everyone be political horribly. Yay. So anyway, YouTube news. Apparently,
It's shit.
there's been an advertising thing that's been going on
Oh,
that
yes.
has been taken down, which is edubirdie, edubirdie.com. Reading what it does, I can understand why. So edubirdie is basically where you can hire a super smart nerd to write your essay. It's not a thing that doesn't exist in America. It's not a thing that doesn't exist in Europe. It does exist. I just never expected to see an advert on YouTube. And apparently many of these adverts are actually plugged by the YouTube stars in the video,
Yeah.
not a clip. YouTube, who have been complained to, have gone, let me just kick up a fuss straight away, and found 250 channels which have been plugging this and have said that we're going to take the videos down. Well, actually, they've said we're going to send out a warning to take your videos down, which then took the videos down.
Huh.
Yeah, it kind of was weird. And this already meant that several people who've had videos, which was like years of work, completely disappear because of this, especially seeing as they've allowed this to last for so long. It's like, oh my god, we will take your videos down. How about, like the DMCA and other stuff where it goes, right, we flagged something in this video, maybe delete it and then re-upload it.
Nope.
Nope, we'll just get rid of it,
That's too
because
much
why
effort
not?
for them. There's too much work. Why do that?
Yeah.
They can literally just delete it and then the person can choose to upload it again or not.
It's like effort and shit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they honestly don't
Organisation.
care. What are people going to say?
So it's a thing. I mean, granted, I don't agree with the idea of a mass advertised thing like that, because it is kind of like, we're promoting cheating. But I also understand it does exist, and it exists there for a reason, because the other trouble that exists in the education system is we want you to succeed when you're a dunce.
Yeah, and so we'll make it as easy as possible for you to succeed when you're a dunce. And then wonder why you're completely unemployable when you go out into the real world.
Oh no, you get employed so long as you're within a certain group of people, which is not the white male group.
That's an argument for a different day.
That's
Yeah,
an
let's
argument
not
for a
spark-
different
Let's
week.
not spark that.
No. Moving on, sad news. Sir Roger Moore passed away aged 89.
Oh, when did that happen?
That was back on the 23rd of May. So it was just after the last show.
Oh, I missed that completely.
Yeah,
Oh.
I tried to follow what happened to find out exactly what it was that he passed away from, but they haven't
Life.
really announced it. I can't find it. But 89 is not too bad. He certainly looks it when you see the pictures of him recently and
Yes.
compare them to how he was
He had
back
had
in
a
like the
good
Bond
run, I
years.
must admit.
Well, Bond, Saint. He was in The Saint.
I think he was in The Saint, yep.
Yeah, there's a few things. It's kind of crazy, his lifestyle and what he did going through.
He'd done all the things.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. But yeah, so he passed away. Still don't know what from. It may have been announced and I may have missed it. But that's another glorious actor that we kind of missed. But that's it for the normal news.
Oh, so it must be time for a song then.
Yes.
And Tubbs requested this song next, actually. And it's one of Hedges' choices from actually the test show that we didn't actually get around to playing. So battle it and never break kids. And so from Sonic Adventure 2, this is a OC remix from a artists called Zone Runners, and it's called Graveyard Theory.
Yo, we're the Zone Runners, and this time we're at Pumpkin Hill. You ain't ready.
I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's here. I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head cause I have no fear. Probably seems crazy, a graveyard theory, but a ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Asked him a question and he vanished in a second. I'm walking through valleys, crying pumpkins in the alleys. It didn't seem happy, but they sure tried to get me. Had to back him up with the fist, metal crackling. I'm hearing someone saying use a chicken, don't be scared. It had to be the wind cause nobody wasn't there. I searched and I searched as I climbed up the wall, and then I started to fly, I went in deeper.
Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's it, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Gonna hold my head cause I got nothing to fear. This probably seems crazy, brave to be a ring. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Yo, they ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna hang down in Pumpkin Hill because I need my next drink. Tried to find a vampire blood and I liked it cause they said just a drop would make me go hyper. And now I'm walking like Frankenstein because I need another taste of that fine red wine. Plain silver chains and pull bangs without pain. Drain veins in a staked brain. What? Are my raps too violent? Yo, I didn't kill the guy, just keeping him quiet. That you can log as a merciful attack. The true death reserved for the guy who calls bars raps. Ding dong, trick or treat, it's a me, Halsey, yes sirree, and I'm a doctor this year. So please, why don't you hand over all the candy and we won't have to show you our graveyard theory.
Let it get to me, I'm just gonna creep down in Pumpkin Hill. I got to find my lost piece. I know that it's it, I can sense it in my feet. The great emerald's power allows me to feel. Can't see a thing, but it's around somewhere. Gonna hold my head cause I got nothing to fear. This probably seems crazy, graveyard theory. A ghost tried to approach me and got leery.
Yo, Dr. Halsey, let me clear out some of these corpses, brother. I ain't gonna let it get to me. I'm just gonna chill down a Pumpkin Hill. I'm gonna keep it hella real. Serving hot soup, force feed beyond your fill. When you wanna test me, but you lack any skill. Bloodsuckers wanna hunt me in the night, but their fangs only talk, they never really bite. Take a stake or two and drive it through your chest in one strike. Now what was it about me you didn't really like? Get stalked by the undead, so I got 12 gauges aimed at his dumb head. Turn pumpkins from orange to blood red. Grab your jack-o'-lanterns, here comes the sunset. Howl at the moon, whispers in the air, I'm coming for you soon, yeah. I got a graveyard theory that says you'll be buried before you get anywhere near me.
Let it get to me, I'm just gon' creep. Cemetery pop like a dancing machine. Down the moonwalk, I can feel it in my feet. The thrilling of this killing got me grooving to this beat. It ain't hard to see, the funk is everywhere. Bobbing my head, cause I got nothing to fear. It's missing like a conspiracy theory. An alien chip with DTF, I said, girl, I bet. But it's around somewhere. endless power allows me to feel. I can't see a thing, but it's about somewhere. I'm gonna hold my head, I got nothing to fear. This probably seems crazy. The ghosts try to approach me. They got yeah. Spooky, spooky, spooky.
Now it's time for the latest gossip from the Silicon Grid. This is the gaming news.
Yep, it's time for that bit where Xavier talks about gaming stuff, and then we can chime in, and Echo can look all distracted and not have a clue what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yay!
No idea.
We've got E3 coming up soon, haven't we?
Oh, we do.
Yes, which means the releases are drying up rapidly.
Yep, as everyone
Which is
preps for E3. Can't wait.
That being said, there is a lot of information about certain things coming out, one of which I will mention. Well, two of which I will mention. Three of which I'll mention. The first one is Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Yay!
They have released a video showing some kind of combat gameplay footage and what you're kind of doing. So they have confirmed that this is definitely
You
a
don't
prequel.
sound convinced by this.
I like a good tech demo like anyone else. This was a tech demo. So they've done a live stream where they shared more details. It is a nice little video that they've got up, and it's showing the running as the female character. They've said that you can create your own custom pirate who can be any race, gender, or species. You'll navigate planet to planet in a ship and can freely drop out at any moment to fly around in a jetpack or board enemy ships. And it also shows some of the combat systems, because you do have the staff. You do have some interesting shield breaking combat stuff, so I'm assuming it's going to be a bit more technical, a lot more technical than Beyond Good and Evil, maybe going towards God of War style stuff.
Okay.
The game is taking place shortly after Jade, who was the protagonist in the first one, was born, and is set in System 3, one of the star systems humanity traveled to after leaving Earth to build a new civilization. And they've also revealed the camera mechanic from the first game returns in the form of a spyglass, which lets players take pictures, scan the environment. Again, this is probably not going to be the perceived main thing of the game, because there's still a lot of stuff going on. But a lot of people do think that Beyond Good and Evil 1 was just run around with a photograph camera thing, which surprised me, because there was a lot of combat when I tried playing it way back when.
Back in the day.
Yep, back in the day. But they are going to showcase more at E3 2018. Ubisoft do have their own thing, their own platform that they run. I'm trying to remember.
Their own show,
yeah, so we'll see it on there. It probably is going to be one of the biggest ones, unless they're going to do more expansion on their current titles, which is possible. I mean, For Honored is still going.
For Honored's really good.
For Honor.
For Honor is
For Honor-
really good.
Have they fixed the game-breaking bugs?
I haven't played it for probably about a month now, actually, but I believe there are still some of the bugs in there, but majority of them they fixed. The biggest issue that you find with the game, though, is certain people, and this is going back to an era of games like Tekken and Street Fighter, like to do the whole let's press one specific combo of buttons and completely destroy somebody because it's broken.
Oh, are you trying to say that the light punch tactic is still in existence?
Not quite the light punch, but there are certain moves. I mean, my favorite character is the Shinobi, which is kind of broken because you can literally stay back and throw a signal at them and pull them to you and get a specific combo off without...
Get over here!
Yeah, there are ways to counter that sort of move, but there are certain combos of moves which are just ridiculously broken.
Yeah, that's like any...
But overall, it's a good game to play. I do recommend people, if they like that style of game, to actually give it a go.
To be fair, Ubisoft games aren't bad. The Division 2 is possibly going to be shown on there. You're likely going to see another Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
We're
surprised.
not likely going to see another Far Cry.
Let's be honest, though, they need to kind of stop doing Far Cry and Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. Ghost Recon Wildlands is still a thing, so that there's likely going to be stuff on there.
Bound to.
Maybe something more on the crew, because there was rumours they were doing yet another one.
Can I interrupt you very briefly, Pete?
Yes, you can.
Have you got enough talk to waffle about while I have a quick wee?
Yeah, feel free.
Awesome, because I don't want to have to press a button and not be here to press
It's
it.
fine, I'll just start getting him talking about God of War.
Okay.
Oh yes, and Rainbow Six Siege is still ongoing,
Yes,
so
it
they're
is.
still
Another really
they're still
good
doing
game.
that.
I really enjoy that.
It scares me because it is one of those. Whilst it is a first-person shooter, it's a tactical thinking first-person shooter.
Yeah.
And I've watched people play that on different levels, and I'm nowhere near any of those.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm absolutely garbage at the game. But I still enjoy playing it. I'm still getting fairly used to it. I've only played it a couple of times, but with the solo stuff that you can do, it does teach you all of the different tactics and how to use each of the different classes and what you can do. So it does give you a lot of sort of support into actually getting into a role and finding what suits you. But
Which is good.
definitely, with how long it's been out, it's very difficult to try and up your skill level against other players to start off with. You will find yourself dying a lot because they know almost every sort of spot that people can hide in, the best places to shoot through the walls to break them down, obviously penetrating the different barriers.
Is Echo making faces?
I was expecting a laugh from him then, from when I said that. But that's why I kind of stopped. He's just completely... It was a little test to see if he's paying attention at all.
No, clearly not. Moving on, Red Dead Redemption news. We've had more stuff about Red Dead Redemption. They have confirmed John Marston is going to be in Red Dead Redemption because the new trailer has come out.
I don't know how I feel about the new Red Dead though. I like the ideas they've got for it, but if they do not pull it off the way that they are intending to, that is going to completely kill that franchise of Red Dead.
I don't know, because they changed... Red Dead Revolver was the first one.
Yeah.
And I played that to death because that was an FPS.
Yeah,
it wasn't
that
a third person.
It was probably one of the best FPSs of the time.
Oh my god, the dueling system in that. Fucking hell. But Red Dead Redemption, I played a little bit. I need to play the game properly.
It's a good game. I do like Red Dead Redemption. I played it through probably 3 times overall. And I liked like all the different little mini games you can do. There's so much sort of expansive wilderness and different objectives that you can go through.
Did anyone ever play Red Dead Revolver?
We were
Yes.
just speaking about that.
Oh, were you?
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
Very good game.
Yeah, very good game. And like I was saying, probably one of the best of that style of game that came out at the time. If not the best. But yeah, no, I'm a little bit hesitant about the new Red Dead, but I'd be interested to see how they pull it off.
We'll see, because this is another prequel, so this is telling the story of how he was in the gang that he dealt with after the stuff that happened in Red Dead Redemption. So we kind of know where it's going to end.
Yeah, but which
more telling
again,
the story
depending
of
on the
it.
way they do the story, especially, I think is what it hits me the most because
Yeah, I mean, if
the
it's
majority of the story we all know, and it's filling in that little few blank spots, and if they do it wrong, it's going to completely kill the character, and it's not going to be an enjoyable storyline.
we'll see if they manage to put it together, kind of like the Rogue One storyline, where it's a case of it's just a fun action story with bits and pieces that don't require thinking and characters that, whilst are really memorable, you know they're going to die in a way that makes sense, and pull it off, and not do the sequel films.
Yeah, let's not do their usual thing of just throw in a load of random stuff and hope it works.
Hey, let's throw in these new force powers. I can live with that. Hey, let's completely rewrite how hyperspace works.
But no, it will definitely be a game to keep an eye out on.
Yeah,
and to
yeah,
look out
we'll
for.
see. Moving on for another game that's looking to be coming if the current one does well. This is No More Heroes. There is a Switch exclusive, Travis Strikes Again, No More Heroes, which is him and his rival Badman, who are teleported into living video games and are forced to battle through bizarre challenges and bosses. It's more of an arcade-style brawler than what we've seen in No More Heroes 1 and No More Heroes 2, but apparently he does say that this is more of a side story and that there is still room for a No More Heroes 3. For those of you who don't know what No More Heroes 3 is, this is a story about a guy called Travis Strikes who ends up buying a beam sword and makes his mind up to become the #1 assassin. He's kind of a fit anime fanboy, robot anime fanboy, and he then starts making his way through the assassins in this most over-the-top use of the Wiimote I've ever had to play, and it is fantastic game.
I'll have to check that one out.
If you've got a Wii and you have a Wiimote, you will find yourself going, how the fuck? Because it is one where it goes, yes, here's the sword, it makes sense. Here's how you charge the sword, it makes no sense. Here's how you save. What the fuck? Now, granted, Suda51 is very much out there. If
Waving
you
his
played
Wii
it.
remotes in the side.
We have a Wiimote. We have a Wii.
It's a very good game. But he is talking about doing a third one if this one does well. So if you do have a Switch, and it does look like this is a good game, this is the ridiculous thing. It does look like it's a good game. Certainly pick it up because it will encourage him to then get more of this out. Because his games, whilst are weird and sometimes a bit niche, have all been
Niche,
fantastic.
that's a way of putting it.
Killer 7, I can't remember the other one, but so
Killer
much.
7's a really good game.
Oh god, for what it is, that game is balls hard. But, oh yeah, fantastic. But lastly, we do have a bit of law news, and this is the FTC, who are warning about warranty voiding restrictions to Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony.
Oh.
Yes. Now, apparently this is in regards to warnings against third-party repair, which are illegal.
Okay.
Yeah. The stickers that you see on the console says that third-party repair or opening your own console voids the warranty, but apparently that policy is actually illegal. Freedom of Information Act request from Motherboard, some group I think, found 6 companies were sent letters on April 9th. There were the 3 major console manufacturers along with HTC, Asus, Hyundai, and according to the letter, companies have 30 days to change their warranty policies on their websites, and if they fail to comply, the FTC may take legal action.
Oh.
So, you know this argument that we've been having about how to clean PS4s, modding PS4s, we can't take them back because it will void the warranty. Officially take them back. Apparently that may have been entirely bullshit.
Oh.
Which wouldn't be the first thing they've ever lied about.
No.
Because obviously they want you to go back to them so that they can make more money.
And charge you for the repair bill, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I can
what they do.
understand using own manufacturers, because that's why a lot of these companies would go buy the warranty, use these recommended suppliers, recommended retailers, recommended repairers. This literally was, if you touch this, you will have no more warranty, which for my stuff is irrelevant because it's way outside the warranty anyway these days, especially the PS3 that died of Yellow Light of Doom.
Ah.
Yeah.
Was your PS3
I've still got the
dead?
hard drive. Yeah, it yellow lighted. It finally got hot to the point where all the solder in it melted.
They are kind of fixable, though.
Yes, apparently you stick them in a microwave and they
No,
fix
you don't
themselves.
microwave it, you dork. You can though wrap it in something and stick it in the oven temporarily.
Yes, I've
And
heard
it
the stories.
It loosens the solder. It kind of puts the solder back where it's supposed to be briefly.
Which works in about 1 in 10 cases. Yeah, I've heard the stories.
But it's worth a try. Saves you having to spend out instantly.
Besides which, your hard drive is useless because it's tied to a particular PS3. So if you put your PS3 hard drive into another PS3, it'll reject it and require it to be reformatted.
Ah, balls.
Yeah.
Never mind. There's only some save games on there.
So it's worth a try for you to do that.
This is why PlayStation Plus is important because you archive all your saves to the cloud.
True. Well, I'm not too worried. I know I'll need something that will run Blu-rays under the telly.
That's what
at
you
some
have PS4
point,
for.
we'll see. That's connected to my TVs. Shut up. I have a double telly setup, thank you very much, and it contributes to the cables I have to kick around under my desk
Yeah, tell me about it.
and the heating in my room.
Tell me about it.
And so you talked about cables.
And heating.
Like right here.
We've got this little blue box of shoutcast power which is eking out more heat than a geothermal power station.
Oh,
Yeah,
good.
So,
I'd
some
rather
music?
do a nap.
Whilst you open a window or a door.
The window is open. Yes, but some music, I think. It is probably time for... Let's go for something completely different. This is back from the 90s when Eurodance was popular. And it was a group that featured on DDR a few times, but I don't believe this song ever did. And it was from their Sex Affairs album, and it's Erotic with Fred, Come to Bed.
Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. 'Cause my max had sex with a sexy ex. Oh, Fred, come to bed. Baby, I won't let your dreams get wet. Whoa, whoa.
Don't be sorry, I come back to you just one more night when I pro X. She's only lonely, we don't have sex. I'm Max, Max, Max. Baby, please stay cool and just relax. I'll soon be back, but if you feel sad, just go and talk to my friend Fred.
Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. 'Cause my max had sex with a sexy ex. Oh, Fred, come to bed. Baby, I won't let your dreams get wet. Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. Maybe you will get a love you never had. So, Fred, come to bed. All my fantasy will drive me mad. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Fred.
I'm Max, and I trust in Fred. Baby, he's the best friend I ever had. It's Fred, baby, just call Fred. And anything you ever wanted, you will get. Call Fred, Fred. And you will find it's not so bad. It's just one night, baby, you get through. Tomorrow I'll be back with you.
Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. 'Cause my max had sex with a sexy ex. Oh, Fred, come to bed. Baby, I won't let your dreams get wet. Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. Maybe you will get a love you never had. So, Fred, come to bed. All my fantasy will drive me mad. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Fred, no, come to bed. Oh, my max had sex with his ex last night. 'Cause he loves her ass and tits. So I tell you, Fred, come into my bed. If you don't, I will call our friends. Oh, Fred, come to bed. Oh, Fred. Oh, Fred. Whoa, whoa, Fred, come to bed. 'Cause my max had sex with a sexy ex. Oh, Fred, come to bed. Baby, I won't let your dreams get wet. Whoa, whoa. Oh, Fred, no, come to bed. Oh, my max had sex with his ex last night. 'Cause he loves her ass and tits. So I tell you, Fred, come into my bed. If you don't, I will call our friends. Oh, Fred.
You're listening to TigerTails Radio, giving Cards Against Humanity a run for its money. It's time for Quiplash.
Yeah, it's time for Quiplash, which means you know what it's time to do now. It's time to
Jack in a box.
Jack in a Box.
So, internet-enabled device. Go to jackbox.tv, give yourself a silly username. The code is Sierra Charlie Charlie Lima.
It is indeed. And there should be some Quiplash music.
Why do I get the goofy yellow one this time?
Why can I not hear any Quiplash music?
No, I can't hear any
can't
Quiplash
either.
music either.
What have you done to the bits?
Have you not put the right slider on?
No, it's on.
Oh dear.
It's on the right
Level
side, it's
four.
not picking up the sound.
Is it the right settings?
Is there sound
on the
actually
telly.
coming out of the PS4?
Should be. It's a music
Hello.
Lash. Hello, Softball.
Hello. Technical difficulties. Yay!
Mute Lash. Yay!
Mr. Echo, but fiery newts. Hello, Emrys.
Okay, why is this not... Because it's coming through the HDMI. That's coming through there. That's coming through... I wonder why. Hang on. Let's mute that. I've overshot slightly with the thing. There we go. Oh, we have a full house.
Ew.
Hello, full house. Yes, yes. The reason why there wasn't any sound was because I get an input selector, and it's a dial, and I'd accidentally hit input 5 instead of input 4, which makes perfect sense. So, on that note, let's just bring that back to how that's supposed to be, to fade that back into there, to bring that back into that, so I can crossfade back to the studio randomly when they're not paying attention. Ha 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 ha.
I am. And a message from somebody.
Okay, and let's start the game.
I had a little message from a fiery newt asking me how I knew it was a set up.
It's obvious how it's...
I know, because it's the same name he used last time.
Yes.
Flash.
He's also fiery
Welcome to the game.
and newty.
Guys, I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we're really going to change some lives here today. Remember, extra players can join the audience and pick their favorite quips. Audience votes count.
So yeah, let's go for round 1.
This is round 1.
Yay.
You'll get 2 prompts on your device. Just answer them however you want. Your responses, or quips, will be pitted against someone else's, and everyone will vote on their favorite. The more folks who choose your answer, the more points you get. Go!
Now it's that time where we all be really quiet and answer questions.
Yay!
Right. Yay! Go for us.
Oh fuck. Oh god. How the hell do I answer this one?
I've run out of things, damn it.
Right, well there we go. Being as I'm the first one in, and the only... Oh, nope, there we go. Fiery Newts is in, and Tubbs.
Okay, that's a question.
Only 3 left to go.
Countdown music.
Oh, I don't know, we've got 20-something seconds.
There we go. I need a new keyboard. Mine is starting to die. Either that or just stick.
Oh, then I was just checking spellings.
Let's put up those
They're
quips.
important, okay?
They are, because considering what happened to me last
So, what's that smell?
Okay,
Male genital
everybody-
warts
Echo.
or Echo's anus?
Well, I don't see how you would know what genital warts smell like.
Well, unless of course somebody's got them.
Do they have a distinctive aroma?
I don't
That's what I
know.
mean.
Wiki it.
Just,
They don't smell.
So it's got to be the anus.
it does have to be the anus. That looks like an easy quip match.
Oh, and who was right? Who was right? Who said Echo's anus?
Yep.
Who was right?
Oh, poor Emrys. He got beaten right out of there.
Next one. What should
By
be
my
dumped
anus.
on the losing coach at the end of a football game?
You. So what should be dumped on the losing coach at the end of a football game? The blood of their team's mascot, or the contents of the dirty laundry bins?
They might like the second one.
Yeah.
So it is.
Ah, indeed.
Trouble if it's going to be the
Okay.
first one, there's going to be a kind of constant vacancy for team mascots.
Well,
Hey,
you never
that's
see their
just helping
face.
with people that don't have jobs.
And it's a tie.
Tie,
50-50 split.
I'll take it.
I did a little bit more research. Apparently it's a further symptom, so male genital warts can smell.
Okay. So the hardest part of having 5 secret families. Thank you, letters get mixed up. Or all the motherfucking demands. Yeah, I think I know which one I'm voting for there.
The thank you letters that get mixed up. I'm fairly
Why did
sure
nobody
if you've
just
got...
put the
No.
word kids?
I'm spelling a quiplash.
I'm sorry, but why
Yep,
did nobody just
definitely.
put kids or
Yeah.
children? That is the
Yeah, it's a
annoying
good
part
flash.
of any sort of relationship.
Sorry, Hedge. Yeah, I lost out with that one.
Next, a phrase nobody in the history of mankind has ever uttered.
A phrase nobody in the history of mankind has
It's
ever
voting
uttered.
time.
I voted for Naked Hedgesaurus, or I'm so glad I voted Lib Dem.
Sorry, Hedgie.
Which one of those has no one ever uttered?
I could have thought a better one.
Well, probably both of them, to be fair.
Just which one do you prefer?
It's another It's a quiplash heavy game, this
Three
game.
flash.
Yeah.
For the first round as well.
Yeah.
Where they don't matter.
No, because the points are doubled in the next one.
We say they don't matter, they do. They
Well,
have.
they
Come
help.
up with those great
So,
songs.
How does Dell come up with those great songs?
Vote.
Records her farts and plays them in reverse? Or her Adela? Oh, God.
Right, just for the fact that that's a really bad one.
I am not voting for that pun.
No.
No.
Shun the pun.
Sorry, Hedgie.
Sorry,
But-
Hedgie.
It's another
I'd have
quiplash.
said,
Yeah.
I'd have said,
Well
you know,
done,
it was
Hedgie.
that warehouse.
Hedgie,
Yeah.
you could do better than that.
I like how Emrys has come up with that answer.
Next
Yeah,
in the
not
hopper,
surprised.
No.
a sign they should put up on the Florida state line.
So,
Time to vote.
a sign they should put up on the Florida state line. Bend over and enter here. Or warning.
How are you going to bend over and then enter here?
Well, I don't know.
Somebody would be
Or warning.
entering you.
Yeah.
Liberals beyond this point.
Yeah.
I think I've got to go with logic at this point, Echo.
It's tie.
Ha!
There is no logic in that first one.
I know there isn't. There is none whatsoever, but, you know.
Moving on. Somebody who would make a terrible soccer goalie.
So, someone who would make a terrible football goalie. Theresa May or Naked Hedgesaurus
A naked Hedgesaurus would be perfect because nobody would want to run.
towards it.
Yeah, just run away. They'd never kick the ball there.
The ball would be at the other end of the field, just out of safety.
Or they
Just
kick
like
it at him, you know,
Yeah.
which
And
would be a brilliant goalie.
another quiplash. What is it with today's game?
Especially
Well,
with 6 people
Worst carnival attraction, the blank booth.
voting, he said.
So, the worst carnival attraction, the blank booth.
They're
So
both
the-
pretty annoying.
The
and
Echo
bad.
Smell-O-Vision booth,
They're both
or the
pretty
Naked
bad.
Hedgesaurus kissing booth.
The question is, has the Echo had any sort of spicing with cider?
Okay,
Go yes, go yes.
Yes, obviously, always.
Then I think I'd have to put up with the Hedgesaurus.
Yes, you would.
Ha ha ha.
And it's not just Cajun we figured out, it's also sweet chili chicken.
Yeah.
Yep.
And cider.
So
Damn.
people would rather snog Hedgie
Round
than
one,
smell Echo's
done.
arsehole.
Let's see who's in the lead.
Well, that's not really a surprise, is it, really?
You're in there, Hedge. You've got all these people rooting for you. And Pete's in the lead.
Oh, and there's Tubbs and I in second and third.
Yeah.
Joint.
Wow.
All these quiplashes kept
Round two
happening.
time.
Yeah.
Look sharp because I'm
Well,
doubling
let's see
all
if
the
that
point
happens in
values.
round 2.
This
It's
is where
better not to.
nobody gets one.
It's question and answer time.
Oh, fuck.
This is really hard.
Crap.
Yeah, this is tricky.
Two of us in.
3 of us in.
Who's going to be the last one to get it in?
TK again. He's always the last one to get it in.
I'm not sure of my second question. There were so many good ideas. It was like,
I was
ah!
going to say, yeah, my 2 questions had some really good answers and I just had to kind of go with my gut instinct.
See, I don't know. Mine are just both dreadful.
Yeah,
so.
you should definitely not go with your gut.
I mean, these were better than last week's. I will say this. These were better than last week.
What's wrong with my gut?
What it produces.
It produces foul swells.
Yes, exactly what it produces. 15 seconds and he's in.
I'm in. I like my second answer.
Okay, here we go.
My first answer I don't like so much.
One, a name that would always make a teacher laugh during roll call.
So, a name that would always make a
Okay,
teacher
vote
laugh
for your
during roll
favorite.
call. Dixie Normus, or Echo Neuters,
Clearly, you have never, ever been in roll call.
So would you rather be calling out Dicks Enormous here, or Echo Neuters here?
What will make you laugh more?
Dick's enormous, definitely.
It's a Quiplash!
Yes, it's a
You
Quiplash.
could hear
Well done,
some
Emrys.
normal kids' names. Really.
I don't know, I could have just said one of my old...
Next
Oh,
up,
twat.
what's
That would
the
generally do it.
number one reason
Yep.
people flunk out of ninja school.
So the number one reason people flunk out of ninja school is
Okay, vote.
pretending to be Naruto or too much weed.
I'd have gone because they see you.
Yeah. They were seen.
Yeah.
Well, I'd imagine the latter probably would result in you being seen.
No, I don't
You,
think it
you
will.
were
There's
not
too much.
Chuck Norris.
There's too much fun.
True,
We smelt before you were seen.
true.
You guys clearly don't watch Naruto enough.
I don't watch any Naruto, to be fair.
I read the
I don't
books
even know.
because the TV series is a slog.
I don't even know what Naruto is.
So,
17 tricks
An odd headline to see on the cover of Cosmo, 17 tricks for dealing with the Kardashians or wrecking Antifa's day.
I don't know what these things
To be
are.
fair, there's only Kardashians is the people on TV who are reality TV. It's the woman with the ginormous ass who married Kanye West.
And
Antifa are people who are trying to convince you they're not Nazis by punching you in the face and stamping your face into concrete.
while calling you a Nazi in the process.
Yeah,
I see.
because free speech, yo.
And wrecking Antifa's day wins it.
But still no Quiplashes at this point.
Coming
No
up
one
next,
ever
We've had one.
Oh, yeah.
something that would be terrifying to notice in the background of a selfie. And
So,
vote.
something that would be terrifying to notice in the background of a selfie, Naked Hedgesaurus or Freddy.
I'd love to have Freddy Krueger in the background.
No, you wouldn't.
Yes, I would.
Or Big Fat Hairy Willy. Isn't that right, Echo?
No, that wouldn't be terrifying for him to see.
One would scar you for life, the other one would end your life.
Well, at a tie. The Naked Hedgesaurus is Big Fat Hairy Willy and Freddy's Big Fat Hairy Willy.
Prompt is, you know your company is going out of
What if it
business,
was a naked
show up to
Hedgesaurus
work
dressed
and
up?
notice blank.
That's Freddy Krueger.
With a Big Fat Hairy Willy.
Oh god.
You
So,
wouldn't be naked.
you know your company is going out of business when you show up for work and notice satanic rituals made out of Monopoly money, or that everyone is happy to be there.
Well, whoever spelled Monopoly needs free education.
Monoply. It's made of monoply money.
Is that just like single sheet thickness money?
Yes, that exactly is.
Monoply money.
It's what most toilet paper's made out of. So.
Moving
I thought that's
on.
usually twin ply.
Life Swap
Not in an
is a
office, it's
much
not.
better show
True.
than Blank Swap. Ooh.
So, Wife Swap
Okay,
is a much
vote.
better show than Penis Swap or Dildo Swap.
It's basically the same thing.
I'd rather watch Dildo Swap in all fairness.
To be
would.
fair, it's never a dildo, so
No. It is never dildo.
I mean, let's be
never.
honest.
It's
why-
literally
you're
never.
not- You are not going to want to watch a penis swap. That's medical procedures and shit being involved.
And again, it's never a dildo wins true, with
Yep.
Penis Swap winning.
yeah.
People actually want to watch something on the level of, what is it, disgusting bodies meets, live surgery? No.
Thanks for an hour.
So, one thing you wouldn't mind holding between your butt cheeks
Vote
for an
on your
hour,
devices.
freshly made cookie dough or a sheet of Andrax.
I bet they both feel amazing.
I'm fairly sure cookie dough would not be something you'd want.
No. I'm sure it would feel amazing, but trying to actually clean it off you would probably hurt a lot.
Actually, probably wouldn't. It's sugar-based, therefore it just wash off in the shower.
Yeah, I was going to say hot water would get rid of it.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's more when it warms up and you get confused.
But would it stay there, though? That's the other question.
Well, it's a 50-50 tie, so...
Yeah.
Andrex is too
Okay,
soft to
next
pass
one.
up.
The name of a home improvement show starring nudists.
So, the name of a home improvement show starring nudists,
Voting time.
Nuts and Screws, or Simple Home Erections.
Oh, that's just too good. I've already selected mine, I don't know what you guys do. Should be instant with this one, it's just brilliant.
Yeah. Putting up your house is an important thing, really.
And Simple Home Erections wins it.
I was trying to think of something off of Tool Time, but I just couldn't think of anything.
I thought a simple commemorations like that. That was what I was happy with.
Let's see if your scores did.
Is that something you're familiar with?
Oh yes.
Haha.
Being simple,
Oh wait,
yeah.
there was 3 of us.
That's probably in second place.
Oh god, I've been pushed down by Emrys.
Oh,
To
well,
4th place.
that's not how that's supposed to work.
No, it's not. That's the
So it's
first
the last
time
lash time.
Round 3, the last lash. I've got 1 prompt left, and you're all getting it.
Right. So what have we got? It's an acro lash. Pay attention to your device.
Make up the full name for this acronym.
So what does LMN stand for? Lima Mike November. I don't like my answer very much, but it's the only one I can think of in the time limit.
Yeah, I know, same. Almost all in.
Bad spelling. Bad spelling.
Bad
Not a
touch.
great
Bad
acronym.
touch.
Not a great acronym to have.
Bad touch.
Is it
So,
Alex?
just waiting for Hedgie and...
Emrys
Just
is in,
Hedgie.
Emrys Hedgie.
17, he's in. Excellent.
Let's
So,
see what you've got.
LMN. Could possibly stand for
3 medals to award.
Losing
to your
my
top
ninja.
3 quips.
Long
Get
male
out your
nipples.
gold, silver, and
Loose
bronze
man
medals
nuts.
now.
Lick my nipples. Love my nuts. Last man knobbing. That should be spelled with a K. Lick my nuts. And Lyle minge nutting.
Labial.
Labial minge nutting. My apologies.
That last one.
That last one's just why? That's just horrible.
The geography of what they're attempting to do is a bit. Yeah.
It's what's the word?
Tricky.
Ambitious.
There's a book for that, I'm sure.
There's a book for everything.
Get it from your local library. I noticed Echo showing off a lot of leg
Brace
today.
yourselves. Here come
He
those
is.
medals. Bronze first.
He's not being very
feet.
ladylike today.
Silver.
I will be when we're back on camera.
Oh,
Okay, let's
I've got
change
no goal
those
at all.
medals into points.
I've got all of the ones though.
He didn't get all the bronze, I had some.
What's that done to the score?
Oh, yes!
I was going to put lick my nuts originally and then change it to love.
We did it, you guys.
Yeah.
Let's
Should have
go
stuck
to
with my original
scores.
answer.
See,
Yes,
well,
you
I
should.
stuck with loose man nuts.
It would only depend on who got in first then.
And Tubbs wins.
And I'm underneath you.
And I came third and I missed everyone else. So
Nice.
top answer to the game was Echo's anus. As I correctly predicted.
Yes.
All the motherfucking demands of Echo's anus.
I don't know, nobody demands much of it these
We're
days.
so glad we voted Lib Dem. Because of Echo's anus. Plays Echo's farts in reverse. Well, of course it's farts and plays them in reverse. Theresa May!
In Echo's anus.
What?
I don't
No.
know.
Dixie Normus!
So what? So Emrys is Dixie Normus, is it?
Apparently, yes.
He wishes.
And so, let's bring the backing music back up. As we fade Quiplash out. As we get ready to play another piece of music. And then we can have the next song. So, what should we have the next song? I know what I want. Let's
Number 7.
have...
I forget what number 7 was.
No, not number 7. I was thinking number 2 actually.
No, number 2 is a good one.
Yeah, number 2 is a good one. If you've got access to the Discord, you should be able to see what it is. And so, with a little bit of Captain Jack from Dance Dance Revolution 3rd Mix, it's Captain Jack, the Grandale Mix.
Company, attention, forward march! Color right! Go left, go right, go pick up, step, go left, go right, go left.
go right, go left.
We've now reached the audience participation portion of the show. It's game time.
It's game time, which means it's a different game. Ooh.
What's he gonna change it to this time?
Yeah.
It's us.
As requested, it is
Don't try now.
Trivia Murder Party. Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so let's bring.
Can I leave and rejoin? Because I don't like the character I got.
No, you're too late now. It's tough.
I like
Hashtag deal with it. So your room code is Zulu Golf Bravo Charlie if you wish to take part in some Trivia Murder Party.
You will need to pay a little bit more attention to the
True, dude. I
YouTube
wonder who
feed,
that's gonna
so take that into consideration.
Okay, looks.
If your dudes are watery, then you're not coming over this weekend.
Ray says he's ducking out of this game in desperate need of tea. We can wait a minute for you to get some tea there, Mr. Gray, if you desperately need some. Because it was you who requested this game in the first place. Let's let him know. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, you know, we're nice like that. We listen to our requests. And someone says, we want Trivia Murder Party? We will play Trivia Murder Party. Just for you.
It's very quiet on Xavier's end.
No, I'm still here.
Yeah, no, you're a bit crackly for me.
That's because you're sat on your headphone cable.
There we
I
go.
wasn't.
No, it's right. It's just a bit.
It's pulled out slightly, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's sorted. There we go.
Excellent.
He's back.
He's back. And join us at Jackbox if you dare. Okay, he says go on without him. He wants to see people's knowledge. So we have one more spot free if people want to play a Trivia Murder Party with us. And how could you not want to play Trivia Murder Party with these lovely individuals? Yeah, exactly. Right.
What's my look of horror?
Wait, who's the lovely one?
Well, I'll you be the judges of that. It's not for me to say. I'm biased. But so let's get myself thing and let's now for those who haven't played before, I won't skip the intros and rules. So pay attention to the stream and have a listen, and then pay attention to your device because that's where the instructions will come from.
You'll have to bear with me 1 second. I need to stand. My legs are going stiff.
Ooh,
I said my legs.
the third
Oh,
one.
I don't think. Yes, exactly. I was going to say it's tripod now.
Here's Jake the Peg, diddle little with his extra leg, diddle. Yeah, we're old.
Because we're fucking old, yeah.
Ready? Let's start the game. I suck at this game, by the way.
Wake up. Come on, wake
Are you
up.
the only one that does that?
Nope.
Welcome
been a
to
while since
Trivia
I've played.
Night, a thoughtful treatise on the futility of life. Or at least that's what I'm going for. Please fill out a comment card and rate your experience. I'm going to ask you a bunch of trivia questions. If you get a question wrong, you have to fight for your life in one of my super fun mini-games. If you do badly in the mini-game, I'll kill you. But don't worry, ghosts can still win the game. When one player is left alive, we'll go to the final round where the living and dead compete to see who can escape first. Feel free to join the audience if you're some kind of masochist. Audience members get a chance to die too. But enough of me jawing on, let's get to the game.
Probably the best intro to a game.
Okay now, first question. Betelgeuse is a star in what constellation?
Oh shit.
Use your device to answer the question.
I've no idea.
Oh, I don't actually know either.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That one. I've no idea. I'm guessing.
I'm relying on my book knowledge from science fiction books.
Beetlejuice is a character you say him 3 times and mischief happens.
This is where everybody just gets kicked out on the first question.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the correct answer is...
I was right!
Right.
Woohoo!
I'm not.
Guesswork! Guesswork! Guesswork!
I guessed. I
Guesswork!
literally guessed. I had no idea.
So did I. I just looked for the most logical answer.
Yay!
Most logical answer.
Slay!
Yep.
They're all constellations. They all have stars.
It's time for some finger
Oh, you
cutting.
don't die on
It's
this
all
one.
pretty much there in the title, honestly.
All you
Just
gotta do
choose
is
one of your
cut off a
fingers to
finger.
cut off. Could it be any easier?
Pretend you're playing
Aim
Heavy
for the
Rain.
tendon.
4. Go with 4.
Good
That won't
news.
come up again
One
at
less
all.
nail to cut.
He went with 3.
Oh.
Will that come back to bite him?
Yes.
Here's the early scores. These will change over time, probably. That's how scores work. How about this? At what age does a girl celebrate her quinceañera?
That's easy.
Really?
Yeah. Think about
No, instantly I lose again.
it. Just think about the number.
Yeah, I am.
Quincerine.
Yes. Quinceañera.
Yeah.
There's nobody here a yank? I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got one again! Yay!
Prepare for your punishment.
Yeah, that's right.
I done a
died.
little trick by saying that I lose again.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right. I died anyway, so
Why? What did you
Welcome
do?
back to the killing floor.
I tapped the wrong number.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know you love it.
Maths.
It's math. Answer as many math questions
So-
as you can before time runs
Xavier
out.
versus
Whoever does
Pete.
the worst
Who can do
dies.
maths the fastest?
Xavier versus... No, you mean Xavier
Oh,
versus
yeah,
Echo.
yeah, sorry.
Math,
I do.
math.
Maths faster! Do sums faster! Do math! Math faster! Quicker! Faster! More math! More math! More math! Running out of time to do sums!
I love watching brains throb.
We have a car alarm going off.
You're both on 6. Oh, Pete's ahead. Oh,
Last call for
8-7.
math. Hurry up.
8-8 and 9-8. Xavier's in the lead. Oh no, it's 10-9. Xavier's still in the lead and Xavier wins. Echo, you're dead.
Every math
Well, I knew
class
I was gonna
needs remedial
die.
Students.
He's on a mobile.
That, yeah.
Ooh, nailed.
And
Oh, good.
Hey,
I
loves
like
getting
getting
Now,
nailed.
the trivia is not just for those drawing breath.
That's the problem.
Keep playing and you might just rejoin the living. Even death doesn't get you at a trivia murder party. Let's take a peek at those scores. Who's feeling the pressure? Here's another one. The Masonic symbol consists of a compass and a what?
Oh. Wasn't what I thought I was. Oh, okay. I thought it was something else.
I think I doubly died.
I don't actually know. I'm just gonna guess.
I like a complete guess because it wasn't what I thought it was going to be at all.
Time's running out. Who said this?
Ah,
Yes.
I nearly said that, but I didn't.
The rest of you who are still alive, let's play a game. Word time!
Oh, bugger.
Use letters to spell the longest word
Yeah.
you can before
By a
time
square,
runs out.
they
I do
actually
this
mean
all
a
the
set
time,
square.
my job.
Ah,
I'm going to hurt the person with the shortest word.
I always fail at these.
Word time, go!
I'm already dead, so I'm okay.
By the way, the letters don't have to be touching. And don't forget to press submit when you're done.
Oh, how do I undo a word? Oh, I'm too no, no.
Spunk.
Yeah, on the bottom there you go. There's a 5 word.
Oh shit. Oh damn, that's what I need. Fuck.
You can also spell out hedgy.
That's not a word.
No, I'm just saying you can spell out hedgy. Hedges there. So it's hedges.
Time's running out.
I know.
Ooh, let's see what you did there.
I believe you're dead, TK.
Bad spelling is unacceptable. This was inevitable.
I live! Ha! Xavier, you
spunk.
died.
Wow.
Oh, what?
But did you see what hedgy got though?
No.
No.
Hedgy done cheapening.
Oh, well done, Hedgie.
A 10-letter word.
We had 7 each though.
Yeah, but
so
you
I'm
misspelled
not-
yours.
I know this
Oh,
because
right.
it's tattooed on my inner thigh. What's the name of Rainbow Bright's flying horse?
Oh shit.
How am I gonna know this? Alright, one of you bronies help me. Hedgy's gonna murder me if I don't get this right.
Oh, I'm guessing with...
I've guessed. I don't have number 3.
Oh no, of course you chopped your finger off, didn't you?
Yeah.
But I'm pretty certain.
Time's running out.
Well, if you're wrong, Hedgie might kill you.
Hedgie probably would kill me anyway.
This.
Yeah.
I did!
I chopped off my middle finger, so...
I have a surprise for you.
Welcome to the dead.
We're going to play Chalices. I've given each safe player a poison pellet. Pick a chalice to poison.
Oh, this is bad because there's like
Loads of us.
loads of us. You've got 1 in 7.
Yep.
Well, there's a chance.
That's if some of you don't put it in the same chalice.
Indeed.
True. That indeed can happen.
Who are we waiting for to put a chalice in?
Just go for 1. You'll be
The
fine.
poison's not getting any poisonier,
Or
you
2.
know.
That's
has
good
the
as well.
Chalice.
It wasn't picked a chalice yet. Pick
4
your
looks
poison.
good.
Some of you didn't use your poison pellet, so I'll have to add a few of my own. Just so you know, these poison pellets are like really expensive, so it's kind of a
fireworks
certain
going
layer,
on down
but
here.
Okie dokie, it's your turn to play. Pick a chalice to drink from. I'm
Okay,
pretty
Tabs.
excited to show off my chalice collection. Good stuff. Now let's see what everyone drank. How's that
6.
taste, huh?
6 is good.
Sorry, I poisoned that one.
Oh, you brought a knife to a poison fight.
It's fine.
It looked pretty.
I
It was
hope
the
there
dullest
aren't any
of them
kids
all.
playing right now.
Exactly, that's why
I
it looked
don't mean
pretty.
to judge parents, but we should really limit our
Inner
kids' screen
beauty.
time.
Inner beauty.
I'm not last, so it's fine.
Amazing, I'm
Alright,
still alive. I'm
next
normally
question.
long dead by now.
You might have learned this on the
Well, the
History
fact there's
Channel
4 people
before
alive is
teacher
pretty
shows about how
impressive.
Columbus met Bigfoot. But tell me, what period was 2000 BCE?
I haven't got a clue. Guessing, 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 guessing. That's what I will do.
Oh dear.
What?
It's singing time with
It
TK.
is.
Rhyming time with TK.
Why, yes.
Come on, watery newts.
Right now.
Pick an answer. Well done.
And the
Press the
correct
button.
answer is this one.
Woohoo!
You're in for a treat.
Ooh, Watery Newts is in for a treat.
Wow.
I want to play a dice game.
dicey
I'll go
dicey.
first.
It's gambling. He's 18. He's
Now
legal.
I need an
Yeah.
assistant. How about you? In order to live, should they roll higher or lower? You can make it as hard or as easy as you want.
So, whoever's that, vote higher or lower.
That would be a Xavier.
Xavier, higher or lower? Pick one. In your own time.
To live?
Yes.
Wow,
Does he have
okay.
to roll higher or
Pulling any
lower
punches,
than
huh?
that to live?
Oh god, that's gonna be difficult.
He picked higher. He's equaled.
If this is what it took for you to face your gambling problem, then frankly, I'm happy.
Do we do that again?
Nope.
No, because he had to roll higher than it, and because he rolled the same, he loses.
It's like I'm looking at it going, oh, that's pretty. There's no chance of them getting higher. Oh, fuck, I've got to choose, have I?
The answer to
Die.
this question is not Detlef Schrempf. Who is the all-time NBA points leader?
Oh, mighty.
What's NBA stand for?
NBA, National
Basketball
Basketball.
Association. Basically, the biggest
one obvious
basketball
answer.
association.
So it's probably not the obvious answer. Because that's the red herring. So I'm going to say that one, because I'm wrong.
Yeah, you're probably gonna do that one.
To be fair, I didn't expect it to be the person who it is.
Who picked this?
Oh,
I really didn't.
I picked the first
I
one.
was actually gonna guess that as
I wanna show
well,
you something.
but I didn't think that he had taken it over yet.
I didn't know any of them, so I just picked the first one. 'cause-
It's loser wheel time.
Yeah, I get to lose.
Why aren't
Spin
you
the
spinning
wheel.
I'm really confused. Oh, I just love it when she spins.
No one's ever landed on life before.
Wow.
Spin
This thing
me
has paid
right
for itself
round,
10
baby.
times over.
Right.
I don't think you will. Not at this stage of the game.
You got nailed too then,
Oh,
apparently.
yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm having so much fun right now.
Hedgie's
I'm
winning.
gonna have to journal about this later.
Yeah, so he is.
I've got more questions for you. Let's talk about the duality of life, y'all. What is the yin and yang symbol called?
What? No idea. Oh, that's a pretty word, so I'll pick that one. I was torn between two answers, but one of them looked prettier.
Well, if anybody says one of those answers, they should be stabbed.
Which one?
First one.
Lotus
correct answer
or
is
Ankh
This.
Yeah, I picked the right one!
Yep.
or
Taijutsu.
Bindi.
I'm
Let's
definitely
go someplace
losing this
fun.
game.
Yeah, well, people should remember Taijutsu alongside
It's
Taijutsu.
time for a memory game.
Uses a
Oh.
very
Gets
common
to
symbol.
play this time.
Everyone gets to play!
Memorize the pattern.
Maggots. Oh god, I hate this.
Alright, let's hide my toys. You know, I still remember my locker combination from 8th grade gym class.
Right.
It was 25 to the right, 4 to the left. But you had to
This
skip
game
the
is
first 4 and then
stupid.
go all the way around again until you hit the 4 for a second time. Then 34 to the right. 25, 4, 34. Why don't we still remember that? Life is so weird sometimes. Anyway, from left to right,
Yes.
what was the order of the colors? If any of those other players do better than you, I will be very unhappy.
Yeah, I think it's that.
Hey, 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 hey. And so Southington dies.
How much of it did
Oh,
you
damn it, I was
remember?
wrong.
I was right.
You got it.
Shockingly,
exactly
I was right.
Ugh, let's see how your friends did. We'll get you next time. Let's try this again. Just so my Titanic romantic
no,
fan
Southington's
fiction
still
is
alive.
historically
Ooh.
correct, I'm
Southbound
wondering,
Hedgie.
where was the Titanic heading before it sank?
Oh, well, if no one gets this, blimey.
I don't watch the Titanic.
But you put it in the city where it came from.
Yes, but it's still a stupid film.
But it's
Yes,
not
the film.
This is about the ship.
Yeah,
The
where was
journey,
it heading
however.
before it sank? The journey. Where was it going? I hate the film. I don't research into anything Titanic.
When it was built in Ireland, which is why it sank.
Right now.
Yep.
It left
It
from
left
Southampton, which wasn't an
Which is
answer.
not on this list. And it
Going
wasn't
to
going to
Amsterdam.
Paris.
This one? Only a ghost got it wrong.
I was about to put that answer in as well, but I was too late.
Let's
We spent
try
too long
another
debating
one.
my knowledge
If you're
about the
in my book
Titanic.
club, you know this, but
I don't give a
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
about it.
yeah.
I wasn't on it, so I don't care.
I was.
Oh my god. How many questions are we going through on this?
Who wrote the children's book If Roast Beef Could Fly?
I don't know, but I don't get the option to pick. So I'm going to go for 2.
Why didn't I get the option to pick?
Because I'm not in this.
You're shaking as if you are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, maybe let me refresh again then. I mean, I'm not going to get in now anyway.
Well, you're a ghost, so it's not going to kill you.
No,
who picked this?
I did.
I didn't.
I picked Stephen Colbert, which was the one you picked, wasn't it? Second.
Number 2 is Stephen
So
Colbert.
for this next question,
So,
accidentally bumped into that
this is
time
going to be
bomb
the game
on
of
my
murder
desk.
party that never ends.
And it's
it'd be fine.
activated now.
Hang on.
Don't worry, it's not gonna blow up immediately, but we should probably pick up the pace here a little bit.
See, the game is telling you to hurry the hell up.
No more Mr. Nice Guy for me. It's time to kill all but one of you. That's why you're all gonna take to spinning the loser wheel.
Oh,
So, Southie and Hedgie.
Let's go in order, starting with the least money.
one of you gets to be a loser.
Don't get all conscientious objector on.
Spin the loser wheel.
My lovely. Spin it.
Death?
And the loser
Death.
wheel does what the loser
Death.
wheel was meant to do. Just one of you left. We did it, everyone. Now we can finally go to the final round. Took long enough. Well, look who's still alive. Now you just have to escape with your body.
Hedgie is winning, Hedgie is
I'm
alive.
going to give you a category.
This is the silly question thing.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Answer as quickly as
Obvious
you
answer
can.
that fits, then press. Let's see the right answers. You move forward
Indeed.
1 space for every correct answer.
Wait, what they both are?
Yep.
Yeah.
You're getting
It's
real
trick
close
questions
to
as
the
well.
exit.
Yeah.
Oh, did I mention that all the other ghosts get to play too?
We get
If
also
the
ghost
catch up
answers.
to you, then they will
Yeah.
steal your body.
Once we
Then they
start
can
going.
escape and win the game. Here's everyone's next question. And ghosts get a third choice to help them catch up to you.
Oh, brilliant. I can't play. Because it keeps kicking me out.
Aww. Have you tried refreshing?
Yeah, I have a couple
That will
times.
kick him out. Yeah, that will kick him out.
Decisions.
Yeah, it kicks me out and then it doesn't let me back in.
Okay, kids, we've got the longest amount of time ever to answer questions.
The ghosts are getting close now. Steak cuts.
Isosceles steak cut. Sounds tasty.
I'd like an isosceles burger, please.
I'm really bad because I've been into places which have all of the cuts on a wall. Not that they sell any of it, but they
Oh, I
sit
have as
like
well.
a basic pizza there. Pizza. Picture.
Oh, I didn't know Hanger was.
I don't know.
Beware of the darkness. Venomous snakes.
Oh, have I already been killed?
I think so, yeah.
No, I didn't think so. I think.
Yeah, I have. I'm way back.
I'm guessing now. I don't know any venomous snakes.
Ooh.
I know some, but they're not any of these.
This is going to be interesting.
Snake, you know. Eternal suffering awaits.
Oh, Black Racer was a snake.
One of my favourite songs, so. Because I used to be able to do the dance. But I'm too fat to do that now.
Oh, I think I missed one, damn it.
I swear I did miss one. Oh, why did I click? I clicked that one.
Cha-cha slide. Cha-cha slide.
Apparently doing this on the phone is not the best, by the way.
I want to pick one just because.
Well, you got time to do it.
I honestly don't believe
Time is almost up.
that it's a thing. I don't believe it's a thing.
I have to
I don't think I'll catch up with Hedgie.
No, Hedgie's going to escape. He seems to have got almost everything right. So.
Films released in 3D.
It gets all exciting. Drama, can you feel it?
Shit.
I don't watch enough films to know whether these were released in 3D.
Oh,
Trouble is, it's like, when did this get released for the
Pete's in the
game?
lead. Pete has beaten Hedgie. Pete just has to escape now.
Here's another one.
Escape, Pete, escape.
Ivy League schools.
Fuck. That's not what I wanted at this stage of the game because...
That should be easy.
Yeah,
but
what
that's
now?
not what I wanted at this stage of the game.
Oh,
All
Patrick,
three of them.
yeah.
Oh, damn.
I forgot Cornell was.
Hedgie is back in the lead. Hedgie's won.
The darkness approaches.
Yeah, he needs one more, doesn't he?
Ah, shit, I know
So he
this as
has to
well.
get these right.
Yeah, I think it's based on who's in the front. Who's in front.
Yeah. Whoever's living gets to move first.
If Hedgie gets all of them right, that is. I mean, surprisingly, I actually got that last one right.
So did I.
I couldn't remember if Reptile was.
Yes, he was.
Which one was it he came in?
He was a secret character in Mortal Kombat
Study-
1 and playable in
Study
Mortal Kombat 2.
Hoglinks.
Friend Media's still alive. So, I am a bot. Cause of death. Bad with words. TK Tiger. Cause of death. Got the loser wheel.
Which sucks.
Southington. Cause of death. Killed by a bad spin. Tubbs. Cause of death. Drank poison.
That sounds about right.
Watery Newts. Cause of death. Unlucky roll. Mr. Echo Pup. Cause of death. Too slow at maths.
You're bad at
Survivor. Study Hog. Who should be studying.
math. Yes, not playing games. That's why you're not on the show. That's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. But that's Trivia Murder Party. So let's bring the backing music back up and bring that back to the studio.
Huh? Does this mean we've got to be awake now?
Yes, wake up. Wake up, children.
Pay attention, guys. Pay attention.
Pay attention. We're back in the land of the living.
I was looking at a message. Gray had sent a message about not suggesting things again, but I think he should suggest that again.
I did tell him he
Trivia
has
Murder
to suggest
Party
it.
is a good game.
I like Trivia Murder Party.
Takes a while,
Yeah.
but it's a good game.
It is a good fun game. Shall we have a quick song?
We
Yes.
should.
Excellent. Glad everyone agrees. I think we should have a little bit of meatloaf with a little bit of bat out of hell.
The sirens are screaming and the fires are howling way down in the valley tonight. There's a man in the shadows with the gum in his eye and a blade shining oh so bright. There's evil in the air and there's thunder in the sky and a killer's on the bloodshot streets. On down in the tunnel with a deadly horizon, oh I swear I saw a young boy down in the gutter. He was starting to foam in the heat. Oh, baby, you're the only thing in this whole world that's pure and good and right. And wherever you are and wherever you go, there's always gonna be some light. But I gotta get out, I gotta break it out now before the final crack of dawn. So we gotta make the most of our one night together. When it's over, you know we'll both be so alone. Like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. But when the night is over, like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone, gone, gone. But like a bat out of hell, I'll be gone when the morning comes. But when the day is done and the sun goes down and the moonlight shining through, like a sinner before the gates of heaven, I'll come crawling on back to you. I'm gonna hit the highway like a battering ram on a silver black phantom bike. Oh, when the metal is hot and the engine is hungry, I'm all about to see the light. Nothing ever grows in this rotten road, and everything is stunted and lost. And nothing really rocks, and nothing really rolls, and nothing's ever worth the cost. And I know that I'm damned if I never get out, and maybe I'm damned if I do. But with every other beat I got left in my heart, you know I'd rather be damned with you. Well, if I gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned, dancing through the night with you. Well, if I gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Gotta be damned, you know I wanna be damned. Dancing through the night, dancing through the night, dancing through the night with you. Oh, baby, you're the only thing in this whole world that's pure and good and right. And wherever you are and wherever you go, there's always gonna be some light. But I gotta get out, I gotta break it out now before the final crack of dawn. So we gotta make the most of our one night together. When it's over, you know we'll both be
before the gates of heaven. I'll come crawling on back to you.
It's that time where the cast of TigerTails Radio review stuff badly. This is Done and Dusted.
And there we go, that was Midlife with Battle Out of Hell. And now, for Done and Dusted, Mr. Xavier has a thing for us.
Oh, he does?
He does.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I watched a couple of DVDs over the last few weeks because I've been catching up with the films that I've missed, because that's a thing.
Yep.
So the other one that I watched was the Justice League, because previously I talked about Star Wars Episode 9, 8.
So who cares
6,
what episode
5, 4,
they're on?
3,
There's
2,
too
1.
many of them.
The Last Jedi, which I kind of ripped apart horribly. This is the Justice League that I'm going to talk about. DC comic book film.
Okay.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah.
So this is the follow-on from Batman vs Superman.
Martha!
Continuity. So the film is following on from this and immediately leads you into a story arc where Batman is discovering that alien scouts are invading the world.
What, you mean like him? Because he's not
No.
exactly...
Batman,
Oh,
not
Batman.
Superman.
Sorry,
Superman,
misheard.
Superman #died in the last film. Batman is running around finding stuff. He's found these aliens. They're attracted by fear, and he realizes he can't handle it alone, so he's forming this team, which, based on the promotion materials, if you've never actually seen the film, is The Flash, Cyborg, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman. So, one who's had a good film, one who has had a bad film, and 3 who've not had a film and aren't likely to have a film after this.
And one who was surprisingly good in Injustice. Yes,
Yeah.
Aquaman, I'm referring to you. You have no business to be as good as you were.
Now, this
Let's be
film
honest,
has
he
had a
had to
lot
be
of...
good at something.
I suppose.
Yeah, the film has had a lot of rumours about what's been going on in terms of tone, reshoots, script rewrites, and plot. I know the story this is based on because it's in the comic books. It also got translated into being done a couple of times on the animated side. So you've got the guy of Batman, the animated series voice, and everyone else, including, I believe it was Ryan Reynolds, in one edition, or Nathan Fillion, one edition of the Justice League against the invasion of the planet from these things.
Okay.
This is not anywhere near as good as that. Okay, so he realizes he can't do things. He gets hold of Wonder Woman, and they go in search of 3 other people to help. The Flash, Cyborg, and Aquaman. Aquaman, who is played by Jason Momoa, who basically runs around being very buff, having a weird conversation with Batman.
What
Yeah,
about how he talks to fish?
Yeah, that does mention. That does get
Pretty
mentioned.
much all he does.
The Flash incident, or the Flash encounter with Barry Allen, because Barry Allen isn't a CSI guy at this point. He is just a guy who's bad with jobs and doesn't have many friends and runs
Really
terribly.
Runs really fast, but what's the
No,
point?
no, looks awful whilst
Oh
running.
no, I've seen it. It is the worst possible way to run in the world.
How? And then Cyborg, who is the biggest plot point in the film, that kind of gets put in a box and doesn't quite look right and doesn't really emerge. It's weird. The plot is there are these 3 powerful artifacts called mother boxes. They were the remnants of the last invasion by the big baddie called Darkseid. Well, it's not really Darkseid, it's Steppenwolf, you know, the band, who apparently are invading the planet on behalf of Darkseid, because reasons. They join together, they run around, they fight Steppenwolf's alien things, they argue with each other, they realise they're not enough, so they go and do something even more stupid, which is resurrect Superman, who at this point is played by Henry Cavill with a mustache.
Worst possible person.
They used CGI to remove his mustache.
Yeah,
Not
and it
that
looks
it's
really bad.
obvious.
It doesn't even look right.
Yeah,
You
not
can
that it's
clearly tell
obvious.
it's been CGI'd.
And they do have some lovely fights. They do have a lighter tone than I was expecting. They do have a pace to it that wasn't there in Batman v Superman. And it does wrap up in a way-ish. The biggest problem is that I've seen this better done by a cartoon.
Much better done as well.
Much better done by a cartoon.
And they didn't have to CGI away a mustache.
No, and the ridiculous thing is this storyline has been redone a couple of times in different iterations of the DC universe. Because Darkseid is a big bad. He turns up and does horrible things. Why the ever-loving fuck we had Steppenwolf, I don't know. I mean, granted, the fact that we're talking about a villain that is on godhood levels, that has annihilation beams coming out of his eyes that track you and can kill you instantly, and they don't have the cosmic superheroes like the current iteration of the Justice League, like the Green Lantern, because his movie flopped. Wonder Woman might survive. Superman went, oh, you killed him in the film. We have some character development. We have some interactions, but it's not that good. And considering this was going off the back of Batman vs Superman, considering it went, oh look, Wonder Woman can be done well, and then this happened, considering the crowbarred humour that's gone into this to try and emulate Marvel films, which between the last few that I've seen and the next Infinity, because I've not seen Infinity War, they've been crowbarring the humour in ridiculously.
But it works with the character styles. That's the difference.
That's debatable, because I've also seen Thor Ragnarok.
No, okay, yeah, no, that's a really bad film. That's really bad.
I've seen Thor Ragnarok, and it's questionable.
For certain characters that they have within their entire universe, there is that comedic side to them which works.
Yeah.
Whereas DC, it's all about this seriousness.
DC has
particularly anyone that's that funny.
Not
Except
in
for
the
Aquaman,
lineup.
because he's useless.
Not in the
literally it.
lineup they have. In the comic books, they actually have a lot of comic characters.
They do,
who...
but they're not anyone of major significance that would be involved in these sort
So
of...
we have this film. We have an end of films cutscene where Lex Luthor appears. They have bloody Deathstroke turn up in full gear. The guy looks perfect. It is fan-fucking-tastic. And it's a case of, why don't we form our own Justice League? And I'm like, oh, the plot of a good film that you could have had that would have been better than this one then.
Basically, they're setting out to do another film.
Yeah, they're desperately trying for another thing that's occurred in the bloody DC universe, but it's gonna be bad because it's like, who the hell is gonna be picked up for this one? Oh, we're gonna have the bloody Chitara for Wonder Woman, and then maybe Reverse Flash, but we've seen what's happened in the Flash TV series, so it's like, are you literally going to rip another cartoon film plot and then do it badly? Yes, I think you are. If you ever do it. Because Warner Brothers just can't seem to get this right, can't get the tone right, which is a shame, because the first Batman film that pretty much set getting comic book films in motion was fantastic.
But it's been a while since they've really put anything out there that's massively worth watching worldwide.
No.
They put out some decent films. By
I think
decent,
that's the
mean
big...
they're watchable.
I think that's the big problem with now comic book films, because it's like the comic book films, we're not talking about the comics, the comic book films are now in this mass market area, and they have to touch certain things. And the Marvel films are, at the moment, there are some really brilliant ones, but there are some that just don't hit it off because they're trying to crowbar in what they're thinking is the MCU isms.
Yes.
So it's like the over humour.
Which what they need is a decent researcher into the actual comics themselves. Somebody that understands the background, the story, the different plot lines that arise, and what would actually work together.
And most importantly, staying to one.
Yes, actually
because
sticking to a story.
Batman, the third film, did badly. Spider-Man films did badly because they kept on going, we'll just add more villains. That was never the point. The point is always to go, here is a solid plotline. Yes, stuff can spill off of that and into it, but the plotline is going this way.
Yeah, and similar to the way that they've done certain characters and changed character styles as well. Like, there are loads of characters in the DC and Marvel universe that have completely been modified to fit what they think will go more mainstream. And it's not right, it doesn't work.
Not only that, but there is also other stuff in the background with the TV series that is being altered to fit the Hollywoodism of stuff, which...
Well, I mean, look at The Flash. Flash is a perfect example of that. It started off as a really strong series, and then they just changed things too much. And
everyone's got powers.
Yeah, basically. Or we're a whole team. We're not just going to be like a couple of normal people helping somebody save the world. It's we have to get involved.
I don't understand how everyone had powers, and then why everyone had to have powers. It's like, literally, The Flash has tons of side stuff already. Why have you given everyone who was his crew powers? But then Arrow...
But it's not just that, as well as the fact that I always forget the character's name. The one that's really good with inventions and stuff.
Yeah,
but
exactly.
He's amazing with all the inventions he makes and everything he does. He doesn't need powers. There is absolutely no reason for that. Yeah. And then the super genius, smart girl that does all of the background of everything for them. And actually make sure that they don't go out doing stupid things and just kill themselves.
It's weird the way they've done it. I can potentially see why they've done it that way, because they're trying to carry the season on and evolve the season. But the trouble is, it's ignoring a lot of stuff.
But that's I think the big issue that they have with these sort of comic-based films and series is the fact that yes, they start off really well and they develop decently, but they end up doing too much in one thing. And rather than doing the smart thing of going, right, so this is one side of this part of the universe, why don't we try taking it this way and testing this part of the universe out and have sort of a side story instead?
Yeah.
Because they did actually bring the whole alternate universe stuff in the Flash series, and it did work well. And then they continued to then give everybody powers for no reason.
Well, yeah, exactly. But yeah, that's Justice League. I would not necessarily recommend picking it up on DVD unless you are really a comic book fan, and even then, only if you want to like have it in your collection. Because it's all right, but the comic cartoon ones are better. That's the fundamental thing.
I've heard this a lot about DC stuff.
Well, some of the Marvel stuff has that problem as well, and I will be talking about Thor Ragnarok, having finally seen it, and as much as 80s...
Can we just not talk about that?
No. As much as Hedgie loves the 80s... As much as Hedgie loves the 80s, unfortunately, I'm going to be ripping that one apart as well.
No, I'm just more for my sake, because I don't want to remember Thor Ragnarok.
Fair enough.
Just kind of wipe it from my memory, if possible.
Trust me, people have been scrambling to get caught up before Infinity War, which is kind of what I've been doing. The only thing I've got left is Black Panther.
Either, because the way Ragnarok
Infinity
went.
War?
Purely
I
for
think
the way that Ragnarok went and the way they developed certain characters, I'm not interested in anymore.
Well, it's... They're going to be tying off a lot of things. I've already seen spoilers, so I know there's some stuff that's going to dramatically change between Infinity Wars Part 1 and Infinity Wars Part 2.
Okay.
And I know they're going to be reaching the cosmic level after Infinity Wars Part 2, because we've already seen suggestions of cosmic level powered heroes. It's going to be more focused on how the fuck do we deal with Thanos.
Okay. That
is... Yeah, that is what I'm saying. And to be fair, as much as the current roster of Marvel heroes is, no, not Thanos, and especially not Thanos with a fucking Infinity Gauntlet. No.
No, they're not going to do anything.
No, but that's the film I'm waiting on. The next one I need to try and catch up on potentially before then is Black Panther, but I don't know if that's necessary.
I
we'll
don't
see.
particularly think it is, because I believe that Black Panther is more to do with his origin than anything. I don't actually believe that it ties too much into any of the films that are coming out.
Probably not.
I mean, it's probably worth watching if you are a comic fan that wants to know how they've done the backstory and the way that that goes. But
Echo looks so serious right now. It's hilarious.
it's because he doesn't care. He doesn't do these sort of things. We're talking about comics.
Don't look at me.
stuff,
I'm being serious.
But no, yeah, I definitely would say to Black Panther, watch it if you're interested in comics and you like origin stories, but it's not a necessity, to my knowledge, to watch.
But that's done and dusted.
Excellent. Which brings us to the end of the show. So, has Echo's face turned into a subscribe button? If you fancy subscribing, feel free to. There you go. There. Subscribe. There's a cushion that tells you to. But that does bring us to the end. And so, we've got McDonald's to eat.
To get.
Oh yes, to get and eat and stuff.
Somebody didn't get it at the beginning.
No. Echo's got McDonald's to get. You two can sit around and lounge.
Well, I've got something to show these two after the show, and it's nothing rude in mind down the gutter. But sometimes it's worth signing an NDA, let's put it that way. And so, on that note, it is a goodbye from the Xavier.
Goodbye.
It's a goodbye from the Echo.
Goodbye, everybody.
It's a goodbye from the Tubbs.
Goodbye.
And it's a goodbye from myself, TK. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this episode of TigerTails Radio. We shall return next week with more shenanigans, more fun, more games, more things, and more stuff. We can't guarantee what stuff just yet. But until then, it's night-night, everybody. Night-night.